Okay, we are live on YouTube. How's everybody doing? Hey guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee. I help people transition from worker bee to a product manager and business leader. So today we're going to talk a lot about the mock interview with Meta. And for everybody who's joined us, please introduce yourself. What's your name, where you're from, and do you have any interview coming up? So comment on the chat if you have interview, what kind of companies are there. Okay, so let's see who else is here. Let me see the chat. Very cool. All right, so we are joining us now. Awesome. Okay, great. So yes, feel free to, so Ali, we see Ali join us. So feel free to introduce yourself. At the same time, let me do a quick introduction of myself. So I am Dr. Nancy Lee, and I have coached over hundreds of product managers and help them to land their dream product manager job offer. Specifically, I have a coaching program called Product Manager Accelerator. So every Wednesday, I'm here to teach people for free. Yes, you don't need to be someone who was dreaming of, hey, how can I land a job in FAANG companies? And lots of you guys are really dreaming very big, try to land high-paying job, and usually product managers are getting a job at around like 300 grand if you're able to join FAANG companies. Now I want to demystify what's a process of joining those FAANG companies. That's why today we focus on Meta, product management interview as examples, and how to get ready for interview with Meta and how to do mock interviews. Okay, so I also believe that we also invited some of the audience to do mock interview with me. So feel free to directly use the Zoom link if you already received the Zoom link from my assistant, so you can directly get ready. You will be placed in the waiting room as well. Okay. Awesome. And every time when we get started, let me quickly share some inspiring stories. So let me do this. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? You should be able to see my screen right now. Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see who else is here before we do the mock interview today. Awesome. So let's see. And we also see Aaron, Barbara. How's it going, Barbara? How's the upcoming FAANG interviews? Let's get ready. And awesome. So we also see like Wendy with us from New York, currently working at the PM. Love to learn more. Awesome. Welcome everybody. Barbara from Texas. Welcome, guys. Awesome. Okay, great. So let's do this. So let's dive deeper regarding the mock interview with the FAANG company, especially Meta. And so when we get started, so let's do this. I want to remind everybody, so if you have any upcoming interviews, especially with FAANG companies and for product management role, you should go to this website, drnancylee.com/50FAANG, to download the interview questions database. So those are the interview question database has been used by my students to land like multiple FAANG offers per month. So I want you guys to use this system to get ready for your upcoming FAANG interviews, okay? And now, another quick reminder is that if anybody is determined to really land your dream product manager job offer efficiently, so you should join my free webinar, how to land your dream product manager job offer in 60 days, even if you don't have the confidence and tech degree or product management experience. So you can directly go to my website, drnancylee.com/masterclass to check it out, and hopefully lots of you guys are able to directly land your dream job offer as well. And please make sure you pay close attention and take notes. I have people actually literally email me that after taking the free master class, and the person was able to land 5 interviews within 24 hours from those Fortune 500 companies. So I want you guys directly apply the strategies and take lots of notes. Okay, cool. All right. So something very quick is people always ask this question. So Nancy, how can we get selected to do free coaching with you? So this is how you do it. So for people, either this, first of all, you guys need to submit the application. Okay, so let me move up here. So you guys need to do application, and in the description of this video where you have the opportunities to directly like submit application, and so you can directly do free mock interview with me every Wednesday. Okay, so for people you're here today, if today you want to mock interview with me, you can directly email me at nancy@drnancylee.com. So let me put it here, put it in the chat. nancy@drnancylee.com. So I put it in the chat to get Zoom link, and directly you can do mock interview with me live right here. Okay, and then and some of you guys who gets priorities are people who either do the fundraising campaign with me. So every year I donate lots of money to nonprofit, especially supporting the educational nonprofit. So we go through this one-on-one donation matches, which means you donate $1, I donate $1 as well. So whoever support those educational nonprofit will get prioritized. Of course, for anybody who has more likes and comment and shares of my YouTube videos, you will get prioritized as well. Okay. Cool. All right. So those are housekeeping. And for anybody who has been following my YouTube channel for a while, you know that I really love to share inspiring stories. Actually, this another student of mine I'm very, very proud of, which is my student Move. Her original background was someone who is in the healthcare professional space. So she was being in the space for 6 years and specialized in healthcare. However, when she was thinking about how she was able to land her dream product manager job offer in Amazon, at the time, she really didn't know how to get started because she had no tech background. She didn't know how to code at all. And her whole experience was in the healthcare space and helping those like hospitals really to improve their experience. And she doesn't have product management experience at the beginning either. So through the entire process, she was able to transform into her dream company as someone who worked for AWS, which is Amazon Web Services. And actually very inspiring story was that when she got started, she was very laser focused, was that, hey, Nancy, I really want to join my dream company, which is Amazon. At the time, actually, Amazon is working with lots of hospitals, and those hospitals mainly use AWS to improve the hospital efficiency. So she really loved Amazon. But she also knew that something she doesn't have, which is the original technology, like coding experience, programming experience, and also product management experience. But she was laser focused on two things. First of all, she'd realized that, okay, so in order to join my dream company, AWS, I need to learn and master the product, which is I'm going to build eventually. So she started to learn about AWS, Amazon Web Services, inside out, just because she loves the product so much. Of course, the second thing she did was she really learned and mastered how to speak as if you are a product manager and master those skills and being able to land her dream job offer in AWS. So I want all of you guys to really take this as opportunities to inspire yourself and think about what is your dream company, your dream job, what does it look like for you to achieve there, and any specific help and steps and guidance you need, any skills, new skills you need to build, I want you guys to start building right now. Okay, so there's no shortcuts to success. It's only determination and hard work, and also learning how to achieve things efficiently to make it work. Okay, so people can become a director of product with like at age of 30, people can also do it at age of 50. So the one who can do it at the age of 30 was because they laser focus on what needs to be done, what new skills they need to pick, and learning how to do things very efficiently. Okay, so I want you guys to think about your dream company. So comment on the chat, what is your dream company? So what does this look like for you to work for them as well? Okay, now And also, I really love to celebrate any offers because I believe that when you see other people landing more offers, you're able to land more offers as well. Okay, so actually, this is the celebration from our PM Accelerator. Just love to celebrate all our students. And actually, today people actually messaging us that they're clearing those different kind of interview rounds. So I want you guys to understand that there's so many offers and out there. You just need to know how to master those opportunities. And for example, I was doing actually last week we land offers from Amazon, Gemini, which is one of my favorite crypto company, if you know my past experience. And also other offers from Robinhood, and senior PM offer from Populous, and then other PO offers from financial advisory firm, also people in France, and then their PM senior PM job offer as well. So come on the chat if you have any offers, if you received any offers, or you were preparing for your dream job offer in those like any kind of big tech company or maybe small company, it doesn't matter, as long as your dream job offer, feel free to comment on the chat so I know what you're preparing for, then I can tell you how exactly you can get ready and prepare. Okay, so now let's do this. So let me see people's questions here, and at the same time let me see your questions. All right, so yeah, Aaron, I saw lots of questions there. Aaron is your dream company is Google, Netflix, and Apple, Microsoft, and LinkedIn, Coinbase. Congratulations. I love all those big companies. I do think Coinbase is also very, very sexy. Personally speaking, I believe the crypto space has been exploding in the past year or so. So there's a lot of exciting things going on. So welcome, Jin Yi, and awesome. What's your technical? And we also have lots of questions here. Oh, Aaron said you just finished your PMM interview at Meta. Awesome. I love this. Yeah, how'd it go and what's your experience? And yes, so hold on, let me go back here. Let me see anybody. So Aaron, if you want me to review your interview questions with answers with Meta, feel free to email me at nancy@drnancy.com, and you can directly join me here. So we can do mock interviews where I tell you guys how to improve your answers as well. Okay, so for anyone else, feel free to directly post your questions in the chat. I'm gonna answer those questions one by one. And cool, let me come back here. All right, let me bring up our questions. Mia, how's going? From China, and Jingying, and also interviewing with is interviewing or is a dream company, Meta, Google, Netflix, TikTok, and Uber. Okay, very exciting. Awesome. So you made 2 final round and didn't get it. Okay, sorry to hear that. There might be something wrong with your answers, so that's why we're here to do some mock interviews with folks. And cool, so and let's do this. Let me answer those questions. Feel free to post your questions on the chat regarding the Meta interviews. Okay, let me answer those questions here. Let me do this. I think Aaron asked a question. What are some technical skills we should be building? Okay, so let me put the questions here so you guys can see our questions. Let me make it bigger. Feel free to post more questions. We're going to answer those one by one. If you want to do mock interviews with me or review your 30 seconds elevator pitch, feel free to directly email me. I'm going to pull you up. Okay. So this is the question. All right. So what are some technical skills we should be building? Very good question. So really depends on the type of companies and positions you are applying for. Aaron, this is your question. You said you're interviewing for PMM interview at Meta, so which means let's assume it's applicable to you. Okay. So for product manager, a product marketing manager position in Meta, you do not need any technical skills, okay? Unless you're referring to different positions in different companies, it is that way. So tell me the name of the companies and positions. But for Meta product marketing manager, you really do not need any technical skills. When they interview you, they do not expect you to have any technical skills. All you need to do is you need to be able to crack those product sense interview and product execution interview. And specifically because it's product marketing position, they will also ask you more things regarding GTM. So the focus more on GTM compared with like engineering focused role. Okay. So let me see. Do you mean, yeah. So Aaron said, all good. It was a great learning experience. Yes, it is. Cool. Okay, great. So now let me also answer the question. Besides, let's assume you interview with Google. So for Google, yes, you need technical skills. For Google PM, they will have a software engineer to interview you. So really understand, hey, with your background and anything you should work on right away. And the software engineer actually is going to ask you questions such as how does a browser work? How does like a Gmail inbox work? They will ask you those sounds easy and fundamental questions, but it can test if you understand system architecture or not. So for those kind of roles, the very important technical skills you need to create is somebody who is preparing and learning how to do systems design. So system design is the basic technical knowledge everyone needs to have, okay? And now let's assume you interview with Google Cloud. You need the technical skills regarding what is cloud. So you do need the cloud if you like working for Google Cloud. So there's other technical skills you need to get ready and train yourself. It really depends on the type of companies you're applying for, but in general, software architecture skills are very important for companies like Google. And again, Google only represent 5% of job out there. They really want you to code or knowing how to code. So therefore, there's another 95% of the opportunities that you do not need any technical skills. Okay. So actually, I have free training, YouTube training, where I show you where I broke down what type of interview questions and what type of technical skills you need to prepare for different kind of companies. Technical skills. So let me show you how to find those. How to become an outstanding product manager. And that's a different kind of skills you need in this video. Do you need the technical to become a product manager? Where's the technical? Product owner, first day in life, different kind of product skills. So make sure you watch this. 8 product manager skills requires you to make transition. Okay. So, and technical skills are covered here. Do you need a technical degree to become a product manager? So it is in this video. Okay. So feel free to take this free training later on after this YouTube live. Okay. So let's do a case. I see people submit their cases. All right, so dream one. Oh, those are all dream ones. The ones you listed. I'm a graduate student in Columbia here. Data analytics background. Want to get into PM field. Like to take whatever it takes to get in. Love the energy here. Yes, exactly, Jean, you're right. So it is hard to get in, but once you get in, it's very, very fulfilling career, and also PM getting paid very well, much higher than the consultant. Okay, everybody won't become a PM right now. Yes, so everybody need to really be determined and get their final destinations. Just because this is something you really want to make it happen, right? Okay, so let's see. And currently, let me see this. So Deng Yao said, I'm currently a product operations in a social. Okay, so let me answer this question. Okay, so let me copy paste the questions here on my screen. Okay, cool. Hey guys, by the way, this is how I run office hours for PM Accelerator. And let me do this. Let me make this bigger. Let me also see, we have people coming to the mock interview. Let me do this. Musava, okay, cool. All right. So I know you are in my Zoom right now, so to do mock interviews. So get ready to groom yourself a little bit, turn on your camera. But let me answer the question first, and then I'm going to ask yourself to unmute yourself. Okay. And so get ready. So first of all, let me still answer this question. Cool. All right. So people say this, I'm currently a product operations in a social media app here in Tencent, but I'm moving to the US in a year and a half. So I'm concerned about how to migrate my experience here to overseas online social media. Okay, very good. First of all, congratulations, you're already in Tencent because a very reputable company. So let's figure out what you need to do once you migrate into the US year and a half later, what you need to do. Okay, so step one is that even if a year and a half away, you really need to take do your full preparation right now, because the earlier you prepare, the bigger offers you get, the higher salary you also end up in the US. Okay, that's step number one. Step number two is that in order to land any PM openings in the US, you really need to learn how the product management process work in the US. That's very different than what you guys doing in China. To be very frank with you guys, the focus is different. So the US company will more focus on lots of like strategic thinking and something very long term, and also like very hands-on to work with engineers. But I also know that in China, lots of things are more operational focused, a little bit short-term focus. So you really need to learn that very quickly. Now, third is that you need to learn the networking strategy to open more doors for you to land interview opportunities in the US. Okay, so following those three steps, so we're gonna see you in a year and a half once you move to the US. Okay, cool. So let's get into the mock interview. Musava, let's do this. Can you turn on your camera and unmute yourself?
Yeah, hi.
Hello, how are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. Okay, great. So I believe my system already sent you the link, so invited join us. So welcome. So let's do this. So tell me what type of interview questions or is a product sense, what kind of companies you're preparing for, so that I can tell you, I can come up with a question to ask you to do mock interview. So tell me more. What kind of questions are you expecting?
Yeah.
And what kind of companies?
Yeah. I am looking for an associate product management job in India.
In India. Okay, cool. All right. Any companies?
Companies. IBM is there. Microsoft is there.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's do Microsoft as the example, because actually we have a student in January already landed a job offer in Microsoft, so we know what kind of questions they ask you. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do a mock interview with Microsoft for product sense interview, because even today we focus on Meta. For Meta, their interview is also product sense interview plus product execution. Today, let's do product sense because the same for Microsoft and also Meta. Okay, so let's do this interview question, and this is a real interview question actually with Microsoft, and hopefully you can crack this. So are you ready, Mustafa?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
ready.
great. Okay, awesome. So the interview question is design a kitchen.
Okay. So it is an interpretation. The design would the kitchen would be how much big it should be, or it should be a small kitchen, and what parameters you're looking for as a kitchen. It should be automated or it should be a manual kitchen. And then if you're designing the kitchen for a house, or we are designing a kitchen for a hotel or something else, what interpretation should I take?
So the interviewer usually do not tell you exactly what kind of kitchen gonna be like, who's it designing for. So if the mock interview we're gonna say is, it's totally up to you. You are the product manager, so you can design for anybody you want, and regarding the size, big or small, or what industries, and totally up to you. So you are the product manager who managed the whole process. I will leave it to you to make decisions.
Okay. So based on the user persona, I will be designing the kitchen. So if I'm using if my end user persona is like a household kitchen, so I'll be making first I'll make a kitchen table, which will be holding up a gas and the stuffs which we can keep. The all of the doors would be intact, so that nothing goes in and nothing comes out, and the kitchen table would be connected to a gas cylinder. So there will be an exhaust fan nearby it, and then all of the stuffs which need a which need condition. I mean, it should be refrigerator besides that. And then the area would be decided based on the user persona, how many people are using it. So
first of all, can you tell me what type of user persona are you expecting to use a kitchen?
based on the number of the people living in the house.
Okay. So tell me regarding, what do you think, how many people are there, or what type of families are you trying to design for?
Yeah, I am trying to design for a small family, 4 people.
Okay, keep going. So if you design for small families, 4 people, why are you designing for them regarding all the refrigerator, everything? Where's the ideas coming from?
Yeah, the idea is based upon the household things we use. Basically, these are the basic necessities for a kitchen. The cylinder, the gas, and the stuffs which we keep in the kitchen. So there should be some ample of amount of space.
Okay, so let me guide you a little bit. Even if people with 4, like family size, you basically, the way you design based on family size, right? But family, let's say 4 people family. So some 4 people family, they are elderly 4 people family, like grandparents and other people like taking care of grandparents. We also like young families who just had a baby, or a group of roommates, right? 4 single young men together, family of 4 roommates together. So do you think their needs of using the kitchen are same or different?
So everybody which is there, everybody which is there in the family they have a different way of using the kitchen. So like a small kid wouldn't go in the kitchen anywhere else, uh, and the parents would be going in for making the stuffs, and grandparents either would not be going in the kitchen. The only use of the kitchen would be by the elder guys.
Okay. So given you already self-identify saying that, hey, different people use different kind of kitchen out there. So let's take a step back. So which group would you want to prioritize to design kitchen for? Because each one is different, or the priorities of using kitchens will be different.
Yeah. So first of all, I will design a kitchen for the kids, and then the youth, and then the elder people. So it will be in three
why
phases.
kids first? Why you prioritize the kids?
I'll decide on the age group.
So I know there's age groups. Why you decide the younger? Why do you go for the youngest one, not the middle one, not the older one? Why kids get prioritization?
Yeah, because it is an inborn start. We became kids, and then we grew up to youth, and then anyone who has become grandparent. So the kids are a integral part of the family. So in that case, I would take kids first.
Do you think kids mainly use kitchens at all? So what are their needs when they use kitchen?
If the kids are growing up, and then if we want to gain if you want to give some good amount of knowledge to them, and how to grow up independently, then we can give some training to them. And then if they learn how to tackle all the household stuffs, they can manage. They can be a good resource of themselves, and then they can be independent while they grow up. If they migrate to some other cities, they'll be able to manage anything they want. And the kitchen is the first thing which can be managed by any individual.
Okay, so that sounds a good rationale. So let's do this. If you design for the kid, what do they need to happen? What are their pain points when you design things for kids?
Yeah, so as we are handling kids, so there'll be a virtual environment for them. It should not be like an actual cylinder or actual gas. These stuffs would only be virtual, as in the gas would be there and the kitchen table would be there. The stuffs such as fruits and the other stuffs such as eating is concerned, we can just make it a mock, and then we can try and help them. It should be virtual, as in a small cylinder which is not working, but it is a cylinder. And then the stuffs such as fruits, biscuits would be there, and then we could acquire them training, so that they are independent, and then they can have it for themselves.
Okay. So is this your final design for the kitchen?
My design would be like a small table for them, and the stuffs as we keep in our kitchen. It would be a small kitchen, and then a small kitchen table, and a virtual cylinder, and a gas, and the stuffs besides them. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. So let me provide you feedback. Okay, so Musava, how much product management training have you, or product management interview training have you had so far?
Actually, I am preparing for my interviews. This is my first interview. I haven't given any interview besides this. I'm working as a.
What materials do you use to prepare? Because to be frank, your answer is very off. It's very off. I'm glad you're here today. I'm teaching you how to do it better. So your answer is very off.
This is the reason why I am here.
Okay,
I want to learn. I want to crack.
All right, so let me show you the right resources. There's some free training. And also why it was not good. So first of all, the several mistakes, very important mistake you made. Step one is when you started your interview, you shouldn't directly jump into the design regarding like kitchen has the pipes, has refrigerator, has table, yada yada. You shouldn't design it because who is using this kitchen is very important. So if you design it upfront without knowing who is using it, so it's very wrong. Okay, so that's why I start to guide you who will be using those kind of kitchen. Depends on who, then everything's different. Okay, so let me show you the right training, and let me do this. Let me share the screen.
Mm-hmm. This is recorded in the YouTube, right? It will be coming. It will be coming in YouTube.
Yeah. It's live on YouTube, so you can watch recordings yourself later on. Okay.
Yes.
I also check out your own performance. Let me show you the framework first. Now I tell you how to improve your answers using the right framework. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do this. So I am going back to here. So my YouTube channel is here. So watch this free training, your channel, and weekly upload, weekly Zoom, YouTube, free training. Okay, right here. So the answer is here. All right. So for this interview, sample mock interview is product manager case interview, sample answer, design an Uber app for people with disabilities. So for this specific training, we're talking about different framework and the sequence. So feel free to watch this like 5 times. So people actually watch this videos many times when we make it happen. Okay. So basically when you get started, you need to talk about the mission of the company. So why Microsoft is interested in like designing a new kitchen. So you can mention specifically, for example, that during COVID, so people use kitchen very frequently. So the original old kitchen, traditional kitchen cannot meet the new demand of everybody cooking and working from home all the time, right? So that's the original reason. And then you need to talk about the segmentation. Okay, where is the segmentation? So at here, I gave examples regarding people have riders and drivers for Uber, of course. So for kitchen, you need to think about who are different users and you segment your customers. Okay, so specifically for your answer, you talk about there are like senior, like kids, and also like middle-aged parents. I think it is an okay way to segment the customers because clearly they're very different. Okay, so if you segment that way, what you're also missing is when you design a kitchen, you also need to think about two-sided marketplace. For example, for Uber, they have riders and drivers. For kitchen, this is the other side of marketplace for people who are actually providing supplies for the kitchen. You need to bring those up as well. And then you follow this methodology, prioritize the parts. I am not happy about the prioritization is, you can turn your camera back up again. Are you still there? All of a sudden you're off. Musava, are you still there? You are on mute. But anyway, so let me just do this, assuming you're still there. So specifically for your answers, here is what you need to do to improve your answer. So after you break down the customer's segmentation and their sub-segment you just brought up, but your rationale for prioritizing kids is kind of off and also weird. Kids is the next generation of leaders, so therefore you train them right away, right now. I don't think they are the group that has the biggest pain point, so you really need to rethink among all three groups. So which ones you will prioritize and for what reason? So usually we think about like urgency and pain point and also the size of market, and using this, okay, so that's the type of companies or type of like not company, the segmentation and prioritize. Okay, then afterwards you need to think about the pain points. When you talk about when you design things for kids, you directly went into the description of what you need to design for kids, but you need to start with the pain point of the kids. What are the needs of the kids? Let's say, for example, the kids, they want to get like engaged. They're very curious. They find it very fun when they cook. Maybe one of the pain point would be currently when cooking any new stuff, they don't find it fun. So they want to have an engaging experience when they cook, right? Could be one of the pain points. The other pain point could also be the kids, they want to have a better way to learn how to cook, because usually the process of cooking is preparing lots of food, then you taste if you like it, and then towards the end you finally learn that's whatever you cook is very, very horrible to taste, right? So specifically, maybe you can tell them there are better way to learn, fast way to have feedback. So that specifically you can talk about regarding pain point, and using different pain point, you can design the solution. Okay, so in your case, I would encourage you go back to the training I just had shared with you earlier, and then using the right framework to really redesign your kitchen. To be very frank, and currently, if you do the way you do it, it's just not the type of performance we want to see, especially if you want to land a FAANG offer. Okay, cool. All right. So feel free to directly watch the free training here. Let me just share my screen again, so you guys know where is the free training. Okay, so make sure you watch this video, Product Manager case interview studies regarding how we prioritize and different segmentations and why and what kind of ideas you need to propose in your interview. Okay, so your ideas also kind of okay ideas, kind of all over the place. You do need to redo the entire case. Okay, so let me go back to the questions. We have more questions here. All right, let me pull up the question. Should I get the data analytics job first after graduate, or directly get into PM? I'm currently preparing for both. So let me do this. That's Jin Yi's question. And you also said, I got PM course from LinkedIn Learning and Udemy. Feel like I need more interactive help. Yes, you do. Yes, you do need more. To be very, very frank with you, something's wrong. Buying a $10 course is able to land you like 300,000 jobs, dollars per year job, and something's wrong with the return on investment. So it's definitely not that simple for you to quickly land a job. So you do need more interactive training experience. So check out my PM Accelerator to learn more and spend more time on my live training on YouTube. And cannot be dismissed. Okay, so let me answer this question. All right. Jeannie asked this question. My question is, should I get the data analytics job first after graduate this May, or directly into PM? You mean indirectly? Directly, it seems typo. Or directly get into PM, and you're currently preparing for both? Okay, so Jeannie, to answer this question, You can. I still believe that there's lots of time to land a PM job. And actually, we have a student, he graduated in December, actually, this past December, and he started preparing in December, and within 6 weeks, mid of January, and he was able to land his first PM job as well. So he's also fresh graduate. So therefore, in your case, if you're determined to become a PM, you can directly get into PM space, especially you have lots of time from February to May. Yes, you have lots of time to get ready and prepare. All right. And also depends on how well you do in the interview. If you're able to do interview very efficiently, you can get PM job even earlier. So which means you don't need to prepare for your data analytics job. I don't think actually data job is that the same as PM, that relevant to PM, is completely different experience. So if you're determined to become PM, you should directly go for PM and just need to learn how to learn quickly and use the right guidance, get efficient answer. Okay, so let me see other questions. Priya said, thank you for the session and sharing valuable insight. Thank you. Yes, so if you like these kind of interactive free training, so put in the sum up emoji in the chat. So let me put some sum up emoji here. I always have hard time to find those sum up emoji in the, I think Google, whoever is a emoji product manager for Google, they need to improve this product significantly. It's just very hard to find stuff here. Okay. Put in the chat, give me a sum up if you like those kind of free training. On top of that, please also make sure you directly hit the like button of the YouTube video right now, so more people will discover this organic content. Okay, so I forgot to share this resource. Jingyi, if you want to learn the most effective way to land your dream job offer in 60 days, you check out this free masterclass, how to land your dream product manager job offer in 60 days, and go to my website, drnancylei.com/masterclass. And we have lots of like strategies and free tips there, and hopefully you can leverage the resources to become product manager instead of becoming a data analyst. It's just very two different roles. I don't think those are very relevant to each other. Okay, cool. I also have another cool. And let me do this. Let me answer this question. Hold on. Hold on, let me go back here. I think this is another question. I put it up. This question is a very good question. And Divya, my assistant's name is also Divya. I love this name. I'm holding experience in product operations role, and every time I apply for PM role, my profile does not get selected. Go to lack of some experience. How would you catch up with those interviews? Very good question. Divya, I like your emoji, the DAG emoji. That's very fun. Okay, so let's do this. Come back here. Let me put the question here. Okay, this is another question. And let me make it bigger. So the question is, hold on, let me see whose question. I forgot the name. Divya, yes, Divya's question. I am holding experience for the operations role, and every time I apply for PM role, my profile does not get selected due to lack of experience, PM experience. And how would I reach up to the interview? Okay, so that's what you need to do. Step one is product operations role actually is very, very, very similar to product management role. Actually, it's extremely close. What I believe what you did wrong is you don't know how to package your story. What you need to do is step one, you need to learn what does a product manager do. So of course, it's a similarity. There's also something very different. So which means for product operations, you're lacking the product vision and also like writing requirement product strategy, GTM. So there's lots of different things that you're lacking as a product operation. So we learn those skills immediately and also identify the gap, right? Maybe the product operations title is different in different companies. And actually, a student of mine, he joined Uber as a product operations manager. So what he does is actually extremely similar to product managers. He's more like external PM, which is more stakeholder management, customer interview, writing requirements, external. So internal PM in Uber called PM. So they're doing stakeholder management. So you first of all, what very important, you need to learn what's the real product management, what do they do, so that you map your experience, identify the gap. Step two is that you start to build a product portfolio to create the experience that you do not have as a product operations manager. Okay. Now, step three is that you need to have your resume and 30 seconds elevator pitch ready, and using those pitches, and you know what to pitch and highlight your strengths and really highlight how you can help the company to launch their product. And product operations is to be honest, it's a pity. And you already have so much to do with product management, but you just don't know how to package your story. You do have lots to offer, okay? So really learn, and let me show you some free resources, okay? Free resources here, and if you are product operations, maybe I should film a video about product operations manager. If you're product operations, you need to learn this. What does a product manager do? Hold on, where is my free training? Product operations manager. Okay, skills you need to transition to PM. Okay, watch this so you understand different kind of soft skills people need to have, and of course download different kind of like worksheet you can do to gain your experience. So that's the free training you need to take right away. Okay, now for product operations, I believe you also need to watch this video. Let me find it. How to become direct, not become direct product, how to become outstanding PM. Okay, this one. What does a product manager do in Google, Facebook, TikTok, and those kind of companies? So learning exactly what they do in those companies is going to help you to identify the gap. And then you can build a product portfolio and learn how to really understand what to do with those gaps and get ready for interview and have your pitch ready. Okay, so use those free training. Oh, there's another training I want to give to Jingyi. I think Jingyi, you asked, hey, I need a job by May. What should I do? So you should watch this free training. So how to land associate product manager job offer in 2 months with no experience. So watch this free training yourself and learn from my student Genesis and see how she used the same strategy to land her product manager job offer within 2 months. And actually she started looking for a job in like May or something. It's very late in the recruiting season. She was still able to land her dream job offer very quickly. So I want you guys to learn from her and also figure out, like, use the same strategy for yourself as well. Okay, so it's up here. You have lots of free training. You just need to discover in my channel. Okay, so do this. Let me see any other questions in the chat. And boom, where are the question? Now they give me lots of emojis. Very interesting. I have lots of interesting emojis I just put up in my YouTube chat. Did I get $5? Jin-Yi, did you donate $5? I think I didn't even know there's a function. Did I receive $5 from Jin-Yi? Thank you so much. It's like a tip. Cool. So your question, Do you think you should become PM? So there's another question here. Yeah, thank you so much for the $5. Very interesting. I didn't know there's a function like this. Yes, your question get prioritized. Jean, feel free to schedule your mock interview with me next time when you come in. Okay, so you can directly email my team or submit the form. So let me show you. Let me also do this. Put your questions here. So next question, let me plus sign. Next question is this question. Okay, so Jean, you can schedule your mock interview by submitting a form here, and the form is in the description of this current YouTube video. Okay, so you can put it there, and then my team will select people to do mock interview with me. Okay, so you can also mention you join my chat, my live today. Okay, and okay, let me answer this question. Since English is not my first language, meaning I can't speak like a native speaker, I hear stuff here and there. Do you think that will be an issue to become a PM? I don't think so. Okay, so I don't think language is preventing people from becoming a product manager. I have lots of students who are also international students or professional who are on H1B, or someone who has been working for like 10 years, 12 years. Their English still not perfect. So it's okay, your English is not perfect. I believe it's more important if you have the product management skills, and if you can crack those PM case interviews, those are more important. Of course, if your English is not good, you should take some English pronunciation classes. Well, I have free training on this topic as well. Hey guys, I have all the free trainings ever you can find in my YouTube channel. It's just likely you cannot dig them out because I have hundreds of YouTube videos. So you should watch this video. There's a free training about English pronunciation. Okay. I think it's hold on, it is, I think it here, English. Okay. I have a free training about how to improve your business English speaking skills in 5 steps. Yes, so you should watch this free training where I teach you how to improve your English. So yes, you should still become a product manager even if English is not your first language. That's very important. I want you guys really be laser focused and achieve your goal, just like how my student Move did it. I'm not sure if you heard her story at the beginning. Feel free to watch replay at the beginning, see how she made the transformation, and I believe you guys can do it as well. So never shy away from your dream job offer. Okay, so let me see the next question. Jeannie, I love this. Oh yes. Very funny. I love people. So in my free webinar, I asked also a question. I love people using all the capital yes. That has lots of energy and showing that you're very determined to make it happen. Okay. JR asked this question. Okay, so this is a very good question. Let me put it here, and we have lots of questions today. Let me go through how to add one more slide. Hold on. I think my Zoom is blocking my functions. More slides. Do you have any tips for how to generate moonshot ideas during product design cases? Very, very good question. Actually, I have free trainings for you guys as well. You guys don't watch those free trainings. So let me answer the question first and tell you the free training where I already taught you how to come up with moonshot idea. Okay. So in general, when you come up with moonshot ideas, especially for Google type of interview, what you need to do is you need to think about any technology trends out there. Okay, let's say like AI, like blockchain, like cloud or edge computing, 5G, like all those new technology trends is going to help you to come up with moonshot ideas. And second, you should also follow some people like Elon Musk. Okay, so all his ideas are moonshots. Okay, and third, you should also see any kind of like other companies, for example, like Uber, so their platform, to use different company strengths to apply for the moonshot idea, see if it works for you. Okay, so inside the PM Accelerator, we train people using different framework to create your moonshot ideas. Feel free to check out this free webinar to learn more about the PM Accelerator, where we talk more about how you land job offer in 60 days and using the right methodology. Okay, but in general, that's different ways you can think about. Now let me show you the free training. We're still playing this YouTube video. Okay. And so this video have examples of moonshot ideas. Hold on, I couldn't find it. Examples. Hold on, let me find it. Let me locate the free training. Oh, here. Okay. So towards the end of this free training, I gave you examples of moonshot idea. Okay, so watch this free training, and of course, scan the QR code to join the WeChat group and LinkedIn group to find your mock interview partners. This video should be watched by 5 times for each of you guys. Okay. Of course, so this QR code is here. Actually, it's easier for you guys to scan. You guys can take a screenshot right now and then scan the QR code to join the WeChat group and LinkedIn group to find your mock interview partners, so that you are ready for your next interview. Okay. Cool. All right. Let me see, what time is it? Perfect. So we are actually just about an hour into our YouTube live. Awesome. So thank you very much for everybody for coming. So let's do this. So let's put the sum up emoji. I really love the sum up emoji in the chat. Awesome. All right, so everybody putting the sum up emoji in the chat. So if you like the free coaching, please share this free organic content with others, and lots of free coaching and free training I already produced in my YouTube channel. Feel free to go there and get ready for your next interview coming up. And another quick reminder is that, so if you do have an interview coming up, so use this free resources, 50 FAANG interview questions database to get ready and do your mock interview. Okay, drnancy.com/50 FAANG. So good luck with everybody who is preparing for upcoming interviews, and also thank you for joining us. We have many people like Aaron, Aaron, Jinyi, Maria, Barbara. So lots of you guys are here today. Awesome, and cool. All right, cool. Awesome. Okay, Jinyi. Thank you for the $5. Very interesting. I don't even know that that's a thing. I discovered a new feature. Very cool. Okay, great. All right, so I'm gonna see you guys next week, and feel free to submit your request to do mock interviews with me next week as well. Okay, awesome. All right, and see you guys next time. And I'm gonna turn off my streaming. I don't know how to turn it off, but good luck with all your interviews. Okay, and if any other questions, you can pre-submit your questions for the next live I'm about to do, and so that I can get your questions ready. Okay, cool. All right, so gonna see you guys next time. All right, have a good night. See you guys. Bye. Make sure to like, share, and comment.